Today we're taking a voice call from a guy down in the Southwest. He's looking to buy a couple laundromats and he's looking for advice. So this is just a recording of the phone call. I'll put a list of the key points right up here. That way you can jump ahead if you want to listen to those. But if you're thinking about buying into the business, this might be a good phone conversation for you to listen to. All right, enjoy.
Oh, hello? Michael?
Hey, this is Mike. Yeah, what's going on?
Hi, doing good.
Good.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you today about, just getting some advice on buying a laundromat. I've been talking to this owner, and he has 3 laundromats for sale, and I'm planning on reaching out to other laundromat owners to see if they want to sell. I have a...
So why does he want to sell?
Why does he want to sell?
Yeah, is he retiring? Is he just selling the business? What's
He said he's into software, so he wants to focus more on his software business. I don't know if he's running his own business or if he's working for another software company, but he said that he just wants to focus more on that and leave the laundromat business, sell it.
okay?
He said he built it from the ground up and he got a loan from Maytag, or the manufacturer.
Yeah, a lot of the people that buy equipment, they finance all this stuff, and they'll finance your build out too, because build outs are not cheap.
Yeah. I wasn't aware that you could get a loan from Maytag. So
Yeah, so when you're buying equipment, it's just like a car. Like there's so many companies out there that will give you a loan. When did he build the stores?
it's around 10 years old.
So 2010.
So, yeah.
All 3 of them, or?
Yeah, I believe all 3 of them. Yeah, he said he started them all from the ground up.
Okay, well he probably didn't build all 3 at the same time. But within a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't own the properties. He's leasing it, and he wants to sell the entity, not the assets.
What does that mean?
So
You can't transfer the loan for the machines, or?
No, he wants to sell the LLC. Like, when you buy just the assets, you just buy the equipment, and that's it. You don't have any of the liabilities that he has, or so you buy the business without the liabilities.
What liabilities does he have? You're saying for the cost of the machine, like what do you mean, the loan of the machine?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he has loans still on the machine, but he does have a loan out on the business. He told me he has $75,000 loan.
Is that like a credit card? What kind of loan is that? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not you wouldn't be taking that over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I told him if I just bought the assets, it wouldn't be an issue. But he wants to sell the entity to me, so then I would take on the debt. And I told him, "Can you pay off the debt?" And he said, "Yeah, I can pay it off." Because if I buy the debt, then I'm going to have to knock down the price, of the business.
Yeah, you did the. So are the laundromats making money right now?
Yeah, he said COVID hasn't affected his business. I mean, in the beginning it was a little slow, but other than that, it's operating at the normal capacity.
Yeah, I found that to be true up here too.
Yeah, he has one of them that I live down the street from. I keep an eye on it. It has good traffic because it's near a college, a university.
What are the leases like?
He said he signed a 13-year lease, and he's been operating it for roughly 10 years. So I'm guessing he has a couple of years left on the lease.
All right, that's terrible. You definitely got to negotiate a better lease.
Mm-hmm.
So if you buy all his stuff, I don't know what his asking price is or anything yet, but if you buy all his stuff and you only have 3 years left in the lease, that means in 3 years the landlord could double the rent, triple the rent, kick you out. Take your You build up a good laundromat, he can just take over all your stuff and kick you out.
that's what I'm worried about. I want to. I mean, that's a good reason to buy the entity because lease contract's still binding. If I buy the assets, they can kick me out right away. I doubt they would because not a lot of people are paying rent, and there's not a lot of businesses opening. So
Yeah, but they can just kick you out and put their own laundromat in there,
yeah,
or if they want to expand the business next door, they can kick you out. Pretty much, you want to get at least 10 years if you buy. You're going to pay all this money for these businesses, and they have the leverage over you. You want like a 10-year with 2 5-year options.
yeah. So would you recommend like renegotiating the lease and getting a lower price?
I doubt you're going to get lower. They kind of know you have. They kind of have you. They have the leverage on you because you already have all the. You're already there. What you want is a longer term with options to stay. Is it like a strip mall, or is it like just kind of a solo building that the guy owns?
It's a strip mall.
Okay.
It's a very small, I think 3 to 4 businesses.
Yeah, it's beneficial to both of you guys because his value goes up when he knows he's got a longer term tenant. And that's something you got to negotiate with the buyer. You got to say, all right, listen, we got to get a better lease if you want to sell to me, and he'll understand what's going on, obviously, and you would think he'd work with you. Is that on one location or all locations?
Just all locations. Yeah, he has a couple of years.
Just a couple years left. Yeah, that's not good at all. You want a long term lease.
Long term. Okay.
Yeah, because 3 years is nothing. Like you can spend all this money, buy these businesses, and they have too much leverage over. You need a long term lease especially for a laundry, just because the infrastructure is so expensive.
Yeah.
To do it.
So I was reading that the financial statements for a laundromat aren't really complicated because there's no accounts receivable. Everything's kind of cash. So the due diligence is very simple for a laundromat business. Like if an accountant looks at the financial statement.
Yeah, has he given you any like statements or anything?
I haven't done the NDA yet. I'm talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he did give me a lot of information without an NDA. He didn't give me specifics.
Yeah, just like chit chat numbers.
Yeah, chit chat numbers. So the only thing he said it wasn't really that much complicated. He has a CPA, and with the employees, everything's outsourced.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. What's the asking price for all 3 locations? Did he tell you that?
He didn't give me a price. I didn't ask for a price because I want to see the financials and the cash flow, and then then I'll say a price. But he didn't really give me a price. So.
Yeah, usually kind of just rule of thumb is gross receipts for the year.
Gross receipts. So
well, if he's bringing in 100,000, that's kind of what the price. Obviously you want to get it cheap as possible because that way you make more money. But
I remember you said on YouTube, you said 2 to 4 times. Is that the EBITDA?
The what?
You said usually you buy a laundromat for 2 to 4 times the multiple.
I don't know. I keep reading different stuff for how you should evaluate it, but
I guess it just depends on the seller.
Yeah, are you gonna get a bank loan? You got cash. How do you plan on buying? Is he gonna finance it?
I plan on doing part seller finance and part debt finance from a bank.
Okay, but he's okay with holding some of the note.
I haven't talked to him negotiated that with him.
Uh-huh.
But he.
How long has it been for sale? The longer it's been for sale, the more open I would think he'd be to that.
Longer for sale. I don't.
Yeah, because he'd be more desperate the longer he's got it for sale.
Yeah, I have a friend. She knows everybody, all the laundromat owners.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her, I said, do you know anybody who's selling? And she's like, I know who's selling, and I know who you should talk to. So, he's not my only lead, but she gave me
Yeah, my usual thought is buy the worst laundromat in like the best neighborhood and fix it up. Obviously.
First laundromat. Okay.
Well, if you there's so many different stores on YouTube. Like, there's not a lot of YouTubers that have really big stores that are bringing in $1 million a year. A lot of the ones I watch are smaller laundromats, but because they don't want to tell you like how they run their business, because what's the point? Like they make enough money with their business that they don't need to help anybody else out for free. But
Yeah.
especially going in cold, going for 3 right away. Do you have any business experience right now or no?
I don't have any business experience, but I have a mentor and some people that I'm partnering with that have some business experience.
Mm-hmm.
I do have maintenance experience. Like, I'm very mechanically inclined. I know how to fix things. So learning how to fix the machines wouldn't be an issue with me. Right now I'm doing like IT for the city. So I install stuff and I do a lot of hardware. I have a background in manufacturing.
Okay.
And warehouse.
So would you be doing this full time, or just kind of working your job right now and then doing this like part time?
I'd be doing it full time if I've got all 3 businesses. I'm pretty sure that would be enough income to pay me a salary.
Yeah. Do they have any tenants or anything?
No,
Is there any workers?
They don't own the property at all.
No, I'm saying, do they like have anybody work there, like cleaners or people that do wash and fold or anything?
Yeah, he said he has 9 to 11 employees. One of his employees does the maintenance for all the machines. I guess he learned how to fix them all.
Yeah.
So he doesn't outsource that. And then they collect the money. Him and his wife, which is the employees is a couple. 2 of the employees are a couple. They collect the money. He really doesn't have too much contact with the business, so they collect his money, deposit it, and then he outsources the payroll. So
yeah, you don't want to be doing payroll and stuff, but
I do have the person who gave me the tip. I do want to hire her or bring her on as a partner, because she's been working in laundromats for a long time. So I always go to the laundromat she works at because she keeps it like in tip-top condition. She keeps it clean, very nice. Nothing's ever broken there. She's very good worker. So.
Yeah, you can have her run all the locations if it's they're always spotless.
Yeah, she's a floater for the other big laundromat owner in town.
How many laundromats are in your town?
I want to say at least 20.
Oh my! It must be a big city.
My city's pretty. It's not a big city. But it's pretty good size.
Are you talking like 1 million people? Like what?
I can look it up right now for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so it says 560,000.
Okay, just in the city. Yeah.
There's I know where all the apartments are. Like where if the laundromat's near a lot of apartment complexes, there was of course room for business. And
yeah, especially if they don't have a laundry facility in the apartment. But you're gonna get a lot of people with just a broken washer, or dryer. A lot of people just they want to wash those big comforters. They need a place. That's why they come to the laundromat. People that don't want to spend all Saturday doing laundry, they'll come to the laundromat for an hour and do all their clothes because they can get it all done. It's a lot more than just apartments, but apartments are definitely the cash cow.
Yeah. What would be the 3 things you would do that set you apart from the competition? Like if the laundromats run, really good. I mean, maintained, clean, and efficient. Like, well, I heard Wi-Fi is a really good good thing to offer for your customers. Like,
well, yeah, I always have Wi-Fi because what I do is I have the cameras for the store. I have them right on my iPhone. That way I can pull them up anytime and I can check who's in there, what's going on, make sure everything's good, just to see what's going on. That way you can watch all your. If you got 3 locations, you got to, you can't rely on just driving every location every time you want to check things out.
Yeah, so cameras and Wi-Fi?
Yeah, but if you have a clean store, and the equipment's not broken, like you were talking about your one friend that has a really clean store and that their equipment's kept up.
Yeah.
That's probably like number one, clean. Like no one's going into a store that's dirty to do laundry. Like that's just not something people do. And you got to make sure the machines are up, fixed and working. It sounds like you'd be on top of that. And then probably just age of machines. If the machines are only 10 years old, they sound pretty. You said are they Maytag or what's the brand?
I believe so. I didn't look at them. They look new. They work in order. I mean, I wouldn't say they were brand new, but
10 years old is new in the laundry business. I've been to some stores that have 45-year-old equipment.
Yeah, I mean the top loaders that are like single load, I could tell those are old. Those are older than 10 years.
Yeah, those you're looking at, $1,400. I just got a quote for a new top loader. So you can always just buy, 1 or 2 at a time, or put them on a credit card, or just find a distributor and get all new equipment. Because these companies will finance you. It's like anything. They'll look at your store and make sure you have decent credit. Look at your financial statement, and then they'll give you a loan for $200,000 for new equipment, based on the money that you're going to make with with the machines.
Thanks, Steve. Okay.
But you got to find out. You got to ask this guy what's his asking price, what he's looking for. Maybe if you can't even do all 3 stores, maybe you can just do the one store in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because once you have one store, you're going to figure out how to do things, and it's going to be a lot easier to expand from there.
Mm-hmm. Do laundromats usually sell? Like, do people buy them and sell them? Do they usually, hold on to them for a long time, or does it just depend?
Well, I always say, who's selling a business that's making a lot of money? Like, if this guy was crushing it with his laundromats, why would he want to sell?
Yeah. So there could be something, bad that, like that loan he was talking about.
Yeah, but he could be telling the truth. Like, if he's just making okay money, but he's going to make a lot more money with the software company, obviously, you want to focus on the software company.
Yeah, he said he was focusing on the software company.
3 different laundromats, that's a lot of his time, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong in a laundromat, with their staff or, machines or, anything like that, so.
Yeah. Would you put an ATM in a laundromat?
Actually, we're about to put an ATM in both of my locations.
That sounds good. Yeah, I heard that was a good way to boost the profits, because some people are short on cash. They need to pull cash.
Yeah, if you're gonna make most of your money on the big machines. Everything else is just extra. Like if you get vending machines, pop machines, candy machines. Sure, it's bringing in money, but you're gonna bring the big money in on your big washing machines.
On the big washing machine.
Yeah, if you're bringing in riffraff with the vending machines and the arcade machines, you don't really want that because I don't know your neighborhood, but you don't want kids in there playing the arcade games all day and scaring away the single moms with all the clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So no vending machines, no candy machines.
No, you can. It just depends on your neighborhood. I've seen it both ways. I've seen really big laundromats are we don't want any vending, nothing, because all we want is people in here doing laundry. We don't want people in here playing. I don't want to make it 25 cents on a arcade game and lose a customer because they don't feel comfortable with kids hanging out in the laundromat.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, where ATM machine, you can make a couple $100 extra if you someone's paying you if you got a busy location. You could run the machine yourself, or you can outsource it. There's companies that'll put the ATM in there and give you a cut.
Did you outsource the ATM machine, or are you running it?
My brother's actually put it in, so he's gonna be. He started a company and he's gonna put it in, and we're gonna try to get some other locations. So he's gonna handle all that, but it's gonna be kind of separate from me.
Yeah, I would outsource the ATM machine because it seems like it would make it more complicated.
Yeah, one trick you can do is have a company put an ATM for a couple years, and you can see if you start making money, then you're like, all right, an ATM's only $2,500. Let me buy it, and I'll make all the money. You know.
Do you have to sign a contract when you get an ATM machine outsourced?
Yeah, they'll probably have you sign like a 1 or 2 year. You know, just be upfront with them. Tell them you want to try it out for a year or two, and you don't know how good it's going to be, and they'll give you a cut of the fees.
Yeah, because I actually work on ticket vending machines
Mm-hmm.
at my job. It's for the transit department. And one of the machines we had to decommission is one of the reasons is because of the card reader. The card reader is very expensive. And if those break, I mean, it's like, I think it's like $2,000 or more.
Just for the card reader?
But, yeah, for the card reader, just for the card reader, because it has to, something has to comply with the bank, has to be up to date, and it's very sensitive. You know, like little regulations, you have to buy it from the bank.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys are doing, if you're doing the transit authority, I'm sure you're doing a lot of money through there.
Yeah, people don't really buy anything from the ticket vending machines because they break a lot. There's just a lot of issues with those machines, so that's why I would definitely outsource it, because there's a lot of issues. People vandalize them, and it's not really good.
Yeah, well, for like one of those vending machine like in a bar that you see, like, you know, depending on the model, like it could be as cheap as $2,000, and if you're doing you know, a lot of 20 transactions a day, you're making $40 a day just from that. That's $1,200 a month. Just as long as you got a busy location, everything can, you know, you can lease new machines, and a company will come in and put brand new washing machines and dryers in your place, and you know, you can lease everything. You're probably gonna be better off buying it in the long run if you're gonna hold on to it in the long run, but
yeah,
you definitely got to call this guy, even if it's just you know, you sign the NDA and get the information. Even if it's just an exercise to see. You know, it's a good exercise to do, because then you kind of know how to evaluate the next laundromat, if this one's going to be too crazy, or, you know, he won't hold the paper or something like that.
Yeah.
You got to get the specifics.
What have you, like, how many laundromats have you bought?
I bought 2.
2? And then, like, what was the multiple you paid for them? I know you bought, like, a zombie mat one, but, like, there was one that you bought that was pretty well maintained, correct?
No.
They were always run down?
So the first one I bought, it was vacant for like 4 years. So what I did was, you know, they don't have any financial data or anything. So I just, you know, redid the whole thing and opened it up. And it took years to build up to where I'm at now. But I did just recently evaluate a couple other laundromats that were open. And he wanted, let's see, hold on, let me write this down a second. He wanted $180,000. So that it was for the building and the laundromat.
Oh, for the building and one.
Yeah, but this one was well kept. He had a lot of cleaners in there. Just the equipment was super old.
Yeah.
So for this one, I had to get all new equipment. But he said he made about $80,000 a year. So that kind of meant that, or no, he brought in $80,000 a year. He didn't make it. So that means he kind of wanted $100,000 for the building, which wasn't that crazy. But there was a lot of other problems with it.
So, yeah.
I'll go ahead.
So would the cash flow cover the debt service of the property and the business?
For that one, let's see here. I kind of figured out, he didn't give me all his details, because, you know, a lot of people are kind of sketchy to giving, this guy sounds like you got to sign an NDA, but a lot of people, like if you find him on Craigslist or anything, they're not going to give you the totals and stuff. They're really sketchy about giving you all the information, but let me just figure out. I kind of, you know, accounted for his expenses and his other stuff, and I found out he was making about maybe $35,000 profit a year.
$35,000 profit.
Yeah. So if you wanted $180,000, you know, if you got a loan for $180,000, hold on, just figure it out here real quick on the computer.
It's like a 5 times multiple.
1, 2, 3.
Well, it's the properties in there.
Oh, interest rates are really low now too. It's here. Let's just say over 10 years. Okay, so if you took a 10-year loan for $180,000 at 7% interest, your payment's going to be $2,000 a month.
$2,000 a month.
Yeah. So if you're bringing in $35,000 a year, yeah, that's going to cover it.
Yeah. It
you
would
know.
cover it.
But that's not including your salary, other stuff. So
Yeah. Utilities. I heard water's the biggest utility.
yeah, well, it all depends. This guy's biggest utility was gas because he had a dumb way to heat the water and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But when he does give you over all the information, you can it's a cash business. So you can put down whatever he wants. People tend to lie on their they always want to have make less money when it comes to tax time and make more money when it's time to sell to make the business look better. But you can verify that by you call the water department and you can kind of figure out do a little formula to make sure that everything looks right.
Okay. He can't lie on the tax returns though, right?
Well, he can do whatever he wants. It's called tax fraud.
Tax fraud.
Well, yeah, like it's a cash business, so.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna skim some off the top,
Yeah, that's why you gotta just trust but verify.
Yeah, trust but verify.
Yeah.
Do you Yeah, I gotta get a CPA. I do have a CPA that I'm gonna use. You can do the due diligence pretty fast. He told me.
Yeah, just verifying everything looks good. It's not gonna take him too long.
Yeah.
But definitely, you got to find out what he wants for these. If he wants crazy money, I just go on to the next deal.
Yeah, he sounded like one of those owners who are very, I guess, attached to the business because he built it from the ground up. So.
Yeah, so he's in love. He knows how much it costs to build that, and he wants all that money back. Which
It's not gonna get it.
he's not going to get it. He's going to get money. He's already made a lot of that money back.
Okay. Do you offer TV in your laundromat? Like I was thinking about putting like a little kids TV, like keep the kids quiet.
Yeah, does he have TVs in there now or no?
At the one near where I live, he doesn't have a laundry. He doesn't have a TV in it.
Yeah, I put TV for the cameras or when you walk in so people know you're being recorded. And I'll put TVs up, and I'll get that tenna. I don't pay for a TV subscription or anything, but I'll put TVs in there. Yeah, definitely keeps people from causing trouble if they can watch TV. You want people to be comfortable when they're in there. Like you don't want them to be give them a concrete slab to sit on while they're doing their laundry. Like they'll come to your place if it's more comfortable and more relaxing for them. All the amenities can be the deciding factor of if they come to your place or the next place. I think I read somewhere that the average customer spends $600 a year at your laundromat. So,
Wow.
If they come once a week and they spend $10, it adds up.
Yeah. Do you get a bank loan to buy the businesses?
So my last one, I actually had owner financing.
Oh wow.
So I bought the building and the business. Let's see. I think it was like 85 or 87,000, and I put 15,000 down, and she's holding the paper for 10 years. So that's how I got that one, and then the equipment I'm working on right now is they're going to they'll finance it all, so you don't have to put any money down for that.
Oh, that's good.
So if you find an older laundromat in your area, even though it's not making money right now, if you got a decent business plan and a good idea of what you want to do, put new machines in there, you think the market can support it, that might be a better, cheaper way than buying a business right now that he might want top dollar for.
Top dollar. So
well, yeah, you said he might be in love with these, because he built them all and he wants to sell them.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, I'm gonna look for that. Those zombie mats.
Yeah, if you got places that are for sale and stuff.
Yeah.
Even the surrounding towns. Like I drive an hour to get to one. It's not a big deal. I go down there a couple times a week.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I really want a laundromat near apartment complexes because I know that they're gonna want to wash their laundry there, and there's gonna be a high volume.
Yeah, but my first one's not. There's no laundry. There's no apartments anywhere near there, and it just crushes. I don't understand it. So.
Huh. That's odd. Most people live in houses out there in the
Yeah, but you know, I get a lot of people that like they're in they're tenting, they're RVing about a mile away. Their washer dryer broke. They enjoy doing the laundromat better than their own house. There's just a lot of different reasons people come to laundromats. But why don't you find out how much this guy wants?
Okay.
And if you want, we can set something back up later and go over a couple things.
Yeah, that sounds great.
You know, like I said, even this week, I think I had 3 people reach out just for advice on laundromats. So, I'd rather post this that way, help somebody else down the road.
Yeah.
But if you got more specific numbers and stuff, we can go over them.
Okay, that sounds good. Would you be willing to be an industry expert, like on my board? I would offer you equity, part equity of my business.
Not really. I'd rather probably just I talked to him a little bit more off camera about location and city and other stuff like that, and gave him a couple other ideas. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do like stuff like this, subscribe below, like this video, and we'll catch you next time.